up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Alright, check it out, guys. I told you I would come back on and rock the taste with you guys for a little bit. With my man for a second. But anyway, I want to just give a little brief breakdown on Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence. So that fight's locked, I guess, pretty much locked in stone. They're announcing it now and everything. So we can pretty much depend on that fight. And I'm going to say it like this. I am interested in seeing how Errol Spence is going to look when he returns. I want to know, how much damage he took from the car accident, how much effect that's going to bring, affect his profits. I want to know all of that. But when it comes to this fight, that is the only question that I have for Errol Spence. I don't have any more questions. I don't have any questions on... Sorry, guys. I don't have any questions whether Spence can beat Danny Garcia or not. I'm pretty comfortable with that decision. I think Spence wins the fight. Now, depending on the Errol Spence that comes to the ring, depending on how much effect this accident took on him or not, will depend on how he beats Danny Garcia. If Spence still has a little struggle, or if there's some kind of issues from this accident that they couldn't foretell, and let's say Spence is about, I said this earlier on another live, if Spence is about 80%, 85%, I still have Spence beating Danny Garcia at 85%. If Spence is back around 95%, or if he's himself, if he's unscathed like he said, I don't see Danny Garcia having a chance to win this fight. See, to beat a guy like Spence, here's the problem. So I'm gonna break down this fight, guys. To beat a guy like Errol Spence, Chick Smoke in the building. What's good, Chick? If you're gonna beat a guy like Errol Spence Jr., then you're gonna have to, no matter what, you're gonna have to be able to move. You're gonna have to have good footwork, good lateral movement and sorts. Danny Garcia's flat-footed. Like, that's no secret. Now, he's a great counterpuncher, and this is where people Danny Garcia is an excellent counterpuncher, but Errol Spence gets hit, yes. But Errol Spence is not irresponsible. That's the thing. Like, I hear people say, well, Errol Spence gets hit, he gets touched up. Errol Spence is not irresponsible, though. Some people get hit, and it's because they're defensively irresponsible. Errol Spence is not. A lot of times when Errol Spence gets hit, it depends on when he's going to throw back. Some guys are like Floyd, Demetrius Andre, Billy Joe Saunders, who else? Just guys that, Devin Haney. Some guys, Shakur Stevenson, he's another one. Guys like that, they evade punches, they stay away from punches. That's a part of their game, to be elusive. It's not a part of Errol Spence's game to be elusive. He's not that type of fighter. And so when people say that Errol Spence is irresponsible defensively, I start hearing certain names come out when he's not that style fighter. So it's not that he's so irresponsible defensively, it's just it doesn't work into the plan, his style of fighting. Now, that being said, if Danny Garcia has enough to deter Spence, to have him think, then Spence is going to think. And Spence is going to outthink Danny Garcia. That's the thing. I have never heard anybody talk about Danny Garcia has a massive ring IQ. So we're not going to start that. If you look at amateur pedigrees and who's accomplished more, and you know what I mean, and at 147, I know Danny Garcia has a great resume, but especially since it's proven that has come up and he beat Sean Porter, which Danny Garcia lost to Sean Porter, which is his best 2 fights at 147. He lost both of them, basically. We got to think about that when it comes to Danny Garcia. You know, his best 2 fights at 147, he lost them. He fought 2 good opponents at 147, but he lost both of them. He lost to Keith Thurman. He lost to Sean Porter. Errol Spence will wash Keith Thurman. And I'm so sick and tired of people in this whole Keith Thurman bit. Like, you know, Keith Thurman this, Keith Thurman was this and that. Keith Thurman is not that anymore. He's not even close to that. He's not even closer to Keith Thurman he used to be. Why? He's once upon a time Thurman. Not Keith one time Thurman anymore. And the Keith one time Thurman was the Thurman that battled with Porter and battled with Garcia. It was battles. He didn't wash those guys. He didn't run through Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. He had a tough fight with both of those guys. Well, Errol Spence just beat Sean Porter, and he had a tough fight as well. He just beat Sean Porter. But this is Errol Spence now. This is Sean Porter now. That's once upon a time Keith Thurman. See? So Errol Spence will beat the hell out of Keith Thurman. He's beaten Sean Porter. And again, he will beat the hell out of Keith Thurman. He's already beaten Sean Porter. So I want to know what it is about Danny Garcia's fans, outside of the accident. The fact that Danny Garcia is flat-footed. The fact that Danny Garcia's style plays right into Spence's hands. The fact that Danny Garcia does not have the footwork or the movement to stay away from Errol Spence. I don't see how he wins this fight. He's not a better boxer than Errol Spence. Let's get this straight, because I don't want to hear that misconception, that misnomer either, that Danny Garcia is a better boxer than Errol Spence. He's not a better boxer than Errol Spence. He's not a better boxer than Sean Porter. He's not a better boxer than Keith Thurman. That's why he didn't beat them. He's not a better boxer than Errol Spence. He's not. Errol Spence showed, I think that in this fight, Errol Spence is going to keep the jab in Danny Garcia's face. He's going to pick his shots. You know, Spence is going to get caught with some shots from Danny, but I think he's going to get caught with shots from Danny when he comes in to attack his body. Danny Garcia is going to counter him and hit Spence with some good shots. Spence is going to break Danny down, and he's going to cause Danny to think. Danny has a good chin. We know this. We know Danny has a good chin. What about Danny's body? That's two different things. You know? Who worked Danny's body? Sean Porter worked his body. Keith Thurman worked him with some body shots. And both of those guys beat him. And I think that people are, you know, neglecting to realize that. And once again, how Spence can take a punch is all I'm worried about. That's it. Can he deliver that body music to Danny Garcia? I bet you he can. And like I say, and like everybody knows Sean Porter got a good chin too. His glove touched the canvas. Boxing Monster got on me earlier because I said he pushed Sean Porter down. And that's not really, as Boxing Monster said, you can't really look at that as a real knockdown because Sean Porter didn't really go down. But his glove touched the canvas, and that counts as a knockdown. Sean Porter damn sure was wobbled and hurt. There's a reason his glove touched the canvas. That motherfucker eyes went drunk, and his punch totally missed Spence. So that shot hurt him. But technically, like Boxing Monster said, I can't say he put him down. But he did at least that to Sean Porter. And I believe he has to do that to Danny Garcia too. Especially once Danny Garcia starts tucking those arms from those body shots. I've never really seen too many fighters, and I can't even think of none right off the top of the head. Muhammad Ali, that was tough as nails to the body and to the chin. Ali. I can think Ali, right? Probably will have to think back further. Yeah, you probably will have to think back further than that. But in the welterweight division, you will have to go back to like what? Durant? Like tough to the body and to the chin. That's a good sweet combination. But I think Danny Garcia is going to be a little leaky to the body. And we know Spence has an excellent body attack. Also, Danny Garcia, being that he's predominantly a counterpuncher, he's going to be waiting on Spence. He's going to do a lot of waiting on Spence. And this is where I say people, talking about how Danny Garcia, he's not a better boxer than Spence. And the fact that he's going to be waiting on Spence, Spence is going to outscore him. So he's not only going to break him down, he's going to outscore him. And if Danny Garcia has too much pop for Spence, if he has too much to give to Spence, that's when I think Spence is going to pull back and box him more. And he'll outbox him. So I really don't see Danny Garcia winning this fight unless he stops Errol Spence. That's pretty much the only way I can see Danny Garcia winning this fight. He has to stop Errol the Truth Spence. And do I think Danny Garcia is going to stop Errol Spence? No, I do not. Danny Garcia, Errol Spence is not Adrian Granados. Errol Spence is much better than Ivan Rakach. And Errol Spence would beat Danny Garcia because I believe at 85%, Errol Spence is better than Ivan Rakach. And Ivan Rakach was giving Danny Garcia hell. Ivan Rakach was giving Danny Garcia pure, unadulterated hell. So with that performance against a Rakach, I'm just not seeing Danny Garcia having a chance in this fight. The counter punching is not going to get it done. Danny Garcia has never been the aggressive fighter like Sean Porter. Kell Brook, at the time he fought Spence, was actually a better boxer, all-around boxer in my opinion, than Danny Garcia. So Danny Garcia's not going to outbox Spence. Danny Garcia, basically, in my opinion, is going to have to stop Spence. And because of the car accident, that's like the only question. Can he do it? Because if it wasn't for this car accident, I don't even think that there would be a question if Danny Garcia was going to beat Spence. If Spence would have went home to his family, celebrated with his daughters and his wife and his dad, not gotten drunk, not flipped that car, I don't think anybody would say, well, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence is going to lose to Danny Garcia. I don't think we will hear that. Guys, we almost home, so I hope my phone don't cut off. My battery was running low. I thought I had more charge, but if it shut off, for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Just in case it shut off. I already hit y'all with that. But, yeah, man, just too flat-footed. I believe that I don't know what their game plan is going to be, but if their game plan is Danny countering, that's not going to be a good game plan. Because if he's waiting on Spence, waiting on like counter punches and shit like that, Spence is going to outbox Danny Garcia. Like shout out to IBT. I think IBT said it. Y'all go subscribe to my man IBT. That's a sharp dude, bro. But IBT did say this, that he believes, and I agree with him, he believes that he fought Brook. And I actually agree with that. I think that's just how Spence is going to go in there. He's going to box Danny, build up some points on him, and then utilize the end of the rounds. I would say like the last 45 seconds of the rounds to put the hurt lock on him, pull the pressure, and he'll do that round after round. He'll box him, then at the end of the round, he'll mix it up a little more, and he'll put the pressure on him. And that's how he's gonna beat Danny Garcia up in that fight. That's how I believe that fight's gonna go. And it's a good chance that Smith puts Danny down late in that fight, like he did Sean Porter, probably like 9 rounds or later. And it's a good chance that he puts Danny down. Not knock him out, guys, not stop him, not TKO. I'm not saying that, but drop him, get a knockdown on him. I think he knocks Danny down in this fight, maybe twice even. I wouldn't put it past either of these guys to stop each other. It's because of the accident and Danny Garcia, because I think Spence is going to test his body and it's going to show. And I don't think Danny has the skills to beat him. All right, I better stop like YC Rob said. I do. Danny has good enough levels of control. Oh, you say you do, YC? I don't know. When I stop, I'll read that comment. I can't. The light turned green. But I don't know, YC. I would have to do. Shout out to my man YC Rahman in the building. YC, y'all ever seen that commercial? E.F. Hutton. When E.F. Hutton speaks, everybody listens. But that's how y'all need to treat YC like E.F. Hutton when he start talking about the breakdowns on these fights. When YC speak, everybody listen. Because YC has good insight on these fights. He has a good eye for these fights. He understands what's going on in the ring. I respect YC's opinion. I look at him as a connoisseur as myself on the sweet science. That's what we do. He's one of those guys like me. When it comes to the sweet science and what's going on in that ring, he sees things. And then also, guys like us, and there's probably some of y'all out there in the chat too, we see things that other people don't see. Also, we see things that other us. YC sees things that I don't see sometimes. And vice versa. I see some things that YC don't see sometimes. And so, when YC say certain things, like most of the time I see comments and stuff, and no disrespect to anybody, but if I don't really, put them on that level of looking at fights the way I do, most times I see comments and I look at them, it may be valid points. I say, oh, that's a valid point, but I don't put as much into it because we all have our opinions. But when YC says something, I got to be honest, it makes me think or rethink what I might have seen, because YC's pretty sharp, bro. Y'all pay attention to his comments in the chat and stuff. IBFP Boxing, Nuke, is that you in the building? What's up, Nuke? Nuke coming along for the ride along with D. Jeff. Right along with DJF, Nuke. Just talking about Danny Garcia, Errol Spence. I think Danny Garcia is too flat-footed. He don't possess the type of lateral movement, and he's just not a better boxer, all-around boxer than Errol Spence. I don't think he's going to outbox Spence. Danny Garcia's chances to knock Spence out, but that's a possibility. For all of these Spence fans that don't think that's a possibility, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Dr. Spence, Ellerby, I don't care who says what. Spence jaw got to be tested, bro. And this is a dangerous fight for Errol Spence. We got to realize this. It's a dangerous fight for Errol Spence because his jaw has not been tested coming off of that accident. You don't really, I don't think it's smart to go testing your jaw against a Danny Garcia. Like, man, that's so dangerous to me. But, you know, Spence lived up to his word. We got to give him that. He's a man of his word. He said no tune-ups, no light touches. He was going in there to fight good, to fight well. And, you know, fucking with Danny Garcia, I think is a little more than fighting well. I think it's crazy as shit. But, you know, it is what it is. I am back at home, guys. Guess what? The battery made it. I might be able to even make it inside and plug it up. And we can keep this thing going. I can read some of y'all comments. Comments. I had to go get me medicine. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, Nuke. My man, he said, we just don't know if Spence is okay health-wise. Yup. My only concern for him. Yup. Me too, Nuke. That's what I'm saying. See? Great minds think alike, brother, man. Great minds think alike. All right, guys. We are back home. It is dark outside. Y'all can see my silhouette. That's a pretty decent camera, man. It's just got like raccoon eyes. Low battery. Yeah, I know. Man, you didn't get my text. When did you leave? Motherfucker. You could have stopped by there for me. Yeah, all right, I'll be back. I got charger. Yeah, man. So, all right, guys, let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. It said, Jared Kyle says Spence is a level above Garcia skill-wise. Yup, that's what I think. Augusta Road. What's up, bro? Jordan, see what's up. It is a dangerous fight. First one back, I'll get Danny. Oh, wife, my wife is woke, guys. Hello. Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right. Massive respect for Spence for taking a dangerous fight. Yeah, me. Yeah, Nuke. I mean, we can give guys a whole lot of heat and stuff. You know, and well-deserved heat for Errol Spence because he was doing a lot of silly shit. But at the same time, he's trying to turn it around. And when you see guys trying to turn things around, or it appears that they're trying to turn things around, you got to kind of take your hat off to them. So I agree with you. Much respect on that too, Newt. YC said, don't know if Danny can set up KO shot for Spence though. Nope. I don't think he can, YC. I don't think he can. Guido! What's up, Guido? My man Guido in the building. Kira, get out of my seat. I need that plug. Please. Guido said, like I told you before, that won't be an easy fight for Spence. No. I don't think it will be. To be honest, Guido, Spence has not been an easy fight. My basket of potatoes. I don't know how my camera switched. Spence hasn't been an easy fight for, Danny Garcia hasn't been an easy fight for anybody. So even before the accident, I don't think it would have been an easy fight. Jack Kyle said, Wasi Rahman definitely, man, but I think he will be on points. Needs a great performance after that hard fight with Porter with some holes in his game. Yeah, but Jack Kyle, to be fair, yeah, he had a hard fight with Porter, with Sean Porter. He had a hard fight, Errol Spence did. Danny Garcia just had a hard fight with Ivan Redcatch, my man. Now let's compare the two. We're going downstairs. Ivan Redcatch, Sean Porter. Yeah, Spence had a tough fight. Having a tough fight with Porter, a tough fight with Redcatch, man. Yeah, I do. My battery right there, so I got. Oh shit, maybe I don't. Damn, it's in the car. All right, all right. Yeah, so I don't know, man. You know, Danny had a tough fight with Porter. So tough he lost the motherfucker. You know what I mean? So yeah, Spence had a tough fight with Porter, but so did Danny. So tough that he lost the damn fight. You know, I don't know. It would be crazy if Danny went in there and won that fight. I tell you that. Brock in the building. What's up, Brock? What's up with you, fam? Sporting Advantage, my man. Prime fight champions. Concussions ruin athletes. We will see if Spence's chin will, yeah, it's still strong. That's fact, bro. Concussions do. But you know what? Prime fighting champion, he had quite a long time to heal from that concussion. This COVID-19 helped him out. J. Kyle, Fax, Brooks, and Porter showed big flaws that can be exploited, but not by Danny. Not by Danny. That's my thing. They can be exploited, but idealistically, you would think they would be exploited by better fighters, right? Or at least fighters somewhere close to that level. And I don't think like they're cut above him. That's why they beat him, number one. You know what I mean? And Brooke beat Porter, which is the guy that beat fucking Danny. And Brooke is a better boxer than Danny Garcia now. Come on, guys. I mean, just he might not have the power Danny Garcia got, but he got way better movement. He's not flat-footed like Danny Garcia is. So, yeah. I mean, Brooke and Porter show flaws that can be exploited, but can they be exploited by Danny Garcia? Does Danny Garcia have the style to exploit flaws? Does Danny Garcia? I like Danny Garcia's a counterpuncher, bro. He's a good counterpuncher, but that's basically his skill set, counterpunching. Spence is a fighting Garcia of this. Oh, Spence is a G fighting Garcia after this accident. Yeah, man, he's got big balls. Well, I see Spence fight versus Garcia official. Yeah, it's official. They announced it. It is an upset if Danny wins IBFP. Damn right, Nuke. I think so. I agree with that, Nuke. Oh, Maurice Lee? Man, Maurice Lee the only one talking that shit. I won't mind Spence taking Maurice Lee. He needs that. That's a tune-up fight, but I think Danny's gonna get it. I think Danny needs to punch in between Spence punches in order to knock him down, or just yeah. But when does Danny do that, Wasi? That's why I think Crawford is going to be a nightmare for Errol Spence as I start, doing more film study, especially after that Porter fight, because Crawford does and can punch in between punches. That's why I think he's going to give Spence huge problems. And Crawford can also do that shit backing up. So, like, as Spence is coming forward, because Crawford can fight off the back foot. So, not only can he punch in between your punches, he can do that shit on the back foot. Like, that dude's a nightmare, man. He's going to be a big fucking problem for Errol Spence. I tell you that shit right now, bro. That's crazy. Danny lacks activity and he doesn't work hard every second of the round. Nope. That's what I was saying earlier, Wasi. Spence is going to rack up points early in the round, Wasi. Listen, I said this earlier in this live when I was on the road. He's going to rack up points early in the round. And then he's going to put the pressure on. And they might start slugging it out, or you might start getting this bang 'em fight. Uh, you know what I mean? But that's how that fight's gonna go. And Danny starts off fight slow. He's gonna go down in this fight immediately, like 3 or 4 rounds. As soon as the fight start, watch what I tell y'all. Danny's gonna go down like 3 or 4 rounds on the card. He's gonna be down 3 or 4 rounds on the card. So now essentially, you're asking Danny Garcia to play comeback and win against Errol Spence. That shit ain't fucking happening, bro. Oh, for sure, Prime Fighting Champion. If Danny Garcia wins, Prime Fighting China Champion says if Danny Garcia wins, the crash will be the excuse. But Prime Fighting Champions, let me ask you this, bro. And I agree with you 100%. That's going to be fucking 100 videos about it. I will probably make one myself, but I won't use it as an excuse. But I will ask you this. What are we saying right now? And everybody's agreeing with this. We need to see what Spence looks like after that accident. So everybody pretty much agrees on that. So if he go in there and he gets stopped, would that be an excuse? Because slight the accident, would anybody expect Danny Garcia to stop Errol Spence? And see, that's the levels that I think on Prime Fighting Champions. That's why I always I analyze things like that. And forget about if it's Errol Spence, if it's my guy. If this was any guy. If we all have a question that Errol Spence, how is he going to look after the accident? It's because of the accident we're asking that question. So if Danny Garcia stops him, normally we wouldn't put it for Danny Garcia to stop Spence if there was no accident involved. If Danny Garcia stops him, will that be an excuse or would that be a reason? Right? We got to be fair about that. You guys think about that. We got to be fair about that. Jared Kyle said, but still the Porter performance was a setback if you're getting compared to Ray Leonard. But that's just casuals, Jared Kyle. That's just casuals and fucking groupies that was comparing Errol Spence. I'm a huge Errol Spence fan. IBFP is my brother. He know fucking well. People used to say shit like that to us, and I'm a huge Spence fan, and I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. That man is not even close. Like, that's just casuals and Errol Spence groupies and fanboys that compare him to guys like Sugar Ray and Duran. And I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. Sugar Ray Leonard would have beat the shit out of Errol Spence. This is not even a fantasy fight. That's a fantasy wash. Sugar Ray Leonard would beat the hell out of Errol Spence. He would beat the hell out of every fucking welterweight in this era. Every one of them. So, that's not even a question, bro. Guido says, salute to you, Newt. Not yet, Guido Fire. Toby Bartlett in the building. To be fair, I always thought Brook was a better fighter on average than 4th-division champion Mike. Hey, man, I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. Wasi. See, that's what I'm saying, Wasi. They don't see, a lot of people don't see skills, Wasi. They see results, okay? So because Brook didn't get these high fashion knockouts, or because Brook didn't beat Errol Spence after being beat up by a 160-pounder, they look at results. They don't look at what they do in the ring. I agree with you again. Kell Brook was a good boxer. I just said that shit a couple of times. He damn sure was a better boxer than Ivan freaking Redcatch. Hell yeah. Thanks, Newt. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I got to represent as much as I can, bro. I appreciate that, bro. The goddamn Buckeyes, they lost it this year. They was that close. They could have won it. Brook is better than Garcia, no doubt. Yeah. Sergio, what's up, Sergio? What good? IBFP, the Godfather, the landlord. That's right. That's right. The landlord. The rent is due, motherfuckers. And I always thought Porter was a great fighter too. People didn't like his style, but didn't understand his effectiveness. Yeah, 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 no doubt, no doubt. No, I don't think Garcia can exploit anything in space. Me either, bro. Like Danny Garcia is not built to exploit. He doesn't box that way. I mean, look, guys, there are certain style boxers that's gonna box in a way, and they'll show you, that they'll exploit certain things. That's not Danny Garcia, bro. He doesn't box in a fashion to exploit a goddamn thing. He's not gonna exploit shit. He might get exploited. Mm-mm. That's right, dude. Danny has never been blown out by Porter or Thurman. No, that was good fights. Both of those was good fights. DSFG said they both was robberies. Danny Garcia's 38. No. Spence lacks head movements against true welterweights. Uh well, yet to be seen. He only fought one. To be honest, right, Newt? Think about it, fam. He only really fought one true welterweight. John Porter. Well, he fought Kell Brook, so I won't say that. That's so he fought two. The rest of them, he won't try to move his head, dude. He was just trying to beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I never thought Spence beat Crawford. Spence has great back foot weight transition too. Yeah, he does. Problem is he doesn't slip as he. Yep, that's exactly right. I don't like the fact slight head movements by Errol Spence. This is the thing. Here, Kira. This is the thing, guys. Like, I'll show you guys this. I'm sitting down. I'm not gonna get up, but I'll just show you from this range here. For all of you guys that don't know what we're talking about when we say get off center line. Like you may hear Wasi or Unbiased breaks down fights pretty well. Uh, when we say get off center line, when guys throw a punch, whether they throw a punch, whether they throw combos, uppercut, hooks, whatever. Once that punch series is done, whether it's a combination or 1-2, or just a single punch, once that's done, you have to do something to get your head off of center line. And center line is basically where that punch came from. Because here's the idea. When you're fighting a guy, you throw a punch and you give a second, then something's going to come back. So it doesn't have to be Canelo Alvarez or Tyson Fury. It doesn't have to be all of this. Simple head movements can get you off of center line. That. Just little small gestures. That's actually getting off of center line. And what's so effective about that, if you watch fighters like Canelo, Danny Garcia actually, they utilize shit like that. Little simple movements, because you know what else that does? That allows them, their feet don't have to go anywhere, and they'll be in perfect position. They don't have to transition weight or anything. They're already in perfect position to do what? Come right back with a counter punch. So you'll see a lot of counter punches get off center line with little short, faint head movements. Spence doesn't even do that, and that's a problem. That's a problem. And when people doubt Derek James, I ain't no fucking trainer. Well, why the fuck isn't Derek James telling him things like that? You know what I mean? Tomoko, what's up, Tomoko? My Japanese compadre in the building. He said, I don't even know who these two are. Yeah, but I was actually looking forward to their fight. Yeah. Well, it's going to be a good fight, Tomoko. I tell you that. YC Spence has Spence's best performance is Brook, and he lost a lot of rounds. It did not stop Brooks. No, he didn't. Well, he did actually, but because the fight was a stop, Augustin. You know what I mean? In the books, it's a stop. 11th round TKO, my friend. I gotta be honest, bro. Like my man Nuke said, we gotta be honest and unbiased about it. It was a stop. Oh shit. Yeah, but that was a pretty good performance by both of them. Johnny Boy in the building. What's good with you, Johnny Boy? Prime Fighting Champion said we haven't seen Spence down. If he gets KO, the accident will be the excuse. Yeah, it will. I mean, again, but like I said, will it be the excuse or the reason? I thought Porter beat Spence, so Spence doesn't get much credit there. Yeah. Well, too bad, Wasi, because a lot of people thought Spence won. Nah, I feel you, Wasi. What up, T-Tone Toledo? Spence game plan should be to rough Danny up early like Thurman and Porter did to make him hesitant. But Spence will try to box and lose rounds. Nope. Nope. That I don't agree with, Nuke. Because I don't think Danny's a better boxer. I think Spence will try to box and he'll win rounds. Because Danny's he'll win early rounds, Nuke. This is why, like, I don't disagree that say like round 5 or say like round 6, Nuke, that Spence come out there and just try to pure box. Then he might start losing rounds, or it may be a closer fight. He could start losing rounds then, and I think that that's where Danny will have more success. But Danny Garcia, he's going to start off slow. That's the thing, and he's flat-footed too, Nuke. So the boxing game gonna work on him early. Spence is still the first 3 or 4 rounds. Not steal him. He'll take him. Not to mention that Danny Garcia is not really a better boxer than Spence. Danny's irresponsible too. He gets hit too. Look at his face after all his fights. That motherfucker be eating leather, Nuke. D toss the kid a link, broski. Oh, I'm on my phone, Johnny boy. I'm not even I'm not on StreamYard, fam. Because I was doing a ride along and I just got home, and now me and my daughter are indulging in God's herbal pleasures. Guido said the fanboys be wild. They damn sure do, Guido. Danny Garcia versus Porter was a close fight. Yeah, it was. It was Augustin. Johnny Boy Sabi, FP, what up, bro? I got guideline strike. Oh, yeah, I know. Damn, Johnny Boy. Yeah, Johnny Boy, I got to get your email, too. I'm going to send you a link every time I go live, dog. So you can get out there and talk with me and cuss somebody out. You know they going to come in talking shit, Johnny Boy. I can't, Nuke. I'm on my phone, bro. I'm not even on StreamYard right now. Somebody dropped the super chat. Johnny Boy. Daddy about to get teed off. Yep. Thank you, Johnny Boy. Thank you. Thank you twice, Johnny Boy. I appreciate the donation. I really appreciate the donation, my man. And I definitely appreciate the comment. That's what's going to happen, bro. You're about to get sparked up. Bro. I think people overlooking Danny like they did Porter. Then after the fight, everybody big up Porter. Don't overlook Danny. Big mistake. Yeah. Some dummy said Spence would bulldoze Porter. Yeah. Nuke crazy. He knows the sports did say Spence would bulldoze Porter. I know that's what you're talking about, Nuke. Yeah, nah. But, bro, what do you think, Nuke? Let me ask you this, Nuke. What do you think happens right now in a rematch between Danny Garcia? Let's take Spence out of the equation. After these guys' last performances, let's take their last performances. And we could even take their last 2 performances, right? Because Danny Garcia fought Granados and he fought Red Catch. These are 2 guys that's you know what I mean? And so we look at the level of competition first and foremost. Danny Garcia fought Granados and he fought Red Catch. So we look at the level of competition that these guys fought first and foremost. Porter fought Spence and you guys, right? So, like, Danny Garcia in a rematch with Sean Porter, what happens? I don't think it's a close fight in the rematch with Sean Porter. I think Sean Porter beats Danny Garcia pretty convincingly. Freddie G in the building. What's good with you, Freddie G? Hybrid 95. Johnny boy, I have some StreamYard on my channel. Now, bro, you're always welcome to hop on though. I chopped it up today with Mark Cotto and yeah, I mean, yeah, Johnny boy, no, you're always welcome here. Mm-hmm. You know it, Freddie G. Yeah, I know, Johnny boy. You was on the mission last night. I see you already came through with yours. Look, everybody, Luis Puente. Yep. It's high times. It's high times on Speak Your Mind. Y'all think Spence deserves a tune up, bro? Yeah. I think he I think it's up to Spence, Freddie. I think it's up to Spence. We can't say that he doesn't deserve one. I, some people think that it's wise that he takes one. If Spence, okay, this Maurice Lee is in the picture, okay? So let's say Spence takes Maurice Lee. If anybody gets mad, they're idiots. Because he just can't. Look, everybody's question is the accident. So how could you get mad at him fighting no Maurice Lee? That wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, he deserves a tune up, but Spence says he's not taking a tune up, bro. He said he ain't taking no tune up. So it is what it is. You know? Man, what the fuck is going on with this goddamn charger? All right. Yeah. Augusta said yeah too. Porter breaks Danny in half in the rematch. I thought he won the first 8-4. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Right now, if he fights Sean Porter now, with the way Danny's been looking, it's not gonna be that same fight. And that's what people gotta think about. That's why they say, you're never as good as, but as your last fight. And that's not always true, but and Danny, his last two fights, like I said, he fought Granados, so it's not like he fought a dangerous opponent and Adrian Granados. And then he fought Red Catch and he struggled. So like Danny ain't looking like the Danny that fought Thurman or Porter right now. So we can't assume that that's the Danny that's going in the ring with Spence, because that's not the Danny we've been seeing. We ain't been seeing that Danny Garcia. So how are we gonna put that Danny Garcia in the ring with Spence? I mean, let's be honest. Spence, you guys in another universe than Red Catch and Granados. Right, right, right. Another universe, bro. It's two way different opponents. Those were Sean Porter's opponents, and fucking Red Catch and Granados. Yeah, right. Red Catch and Granados is not getting Danny Garcia ready for Spence, Porter, or anybody else in the top five. Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao beats Danny Garcia, bro. I said that. We were talking about this earlier. I think Pacquiao beats Mikey. I think Pacquiao beats Danny Garcia. I think Danny Garcia is a dangerous fight, but I think Pacquiao beats him. The only thing is Pacquiao could age at any moment, bro, in any fight. That's what frightens me about Pacquiao. Yeah, Freddie, me too. I think everybody agrees. Porter would do those so-called angles on Garcia. I don't know, but he's too aggressive. He's too fat, man. I think he fucks Garcia up in the rematch. Yeah, he does deserve a tune-up. Spence don't want it. Like, he don't want it. Spence is in his own head. No, Spence is in the right place, I think, Freddie. I think because he's acknowledged his mistakes. I think Spence is in a good place right now. Fighting Danny is very acceptable for Spence fighting, considering he just got beat up by his car windshield. And that's funny but true, Johnny Boy. Yeah, he did lose that fight, didn't he, Johnny Boy? That was a tough one. That one, he got fucked up in that fight. Raw for real, Danny is dangerous to fight right away for Spence. He is. That's a dangerous fight. Do y'all think Spence is being naive? Nah, man. He's being a warrior, bro. That's what these boxers are. You put those gloves on, get in the ring and fight, you're a fucking warrior, bro. Dragon Leg says Spence is taking medication, bro. He's still gonna be delusional. Yeah, I don't know, man. He might not be taking no medication. He said he was unscathed. Freddie G said, Ralph on Real Big Facts. Danny ain't no slouch. Nah, Danny ain't no slouch. If Spence takes Garcia as the first fight, mad props. Danny will not be easy. Yeah, I think it's set in stone, guy. I think it's pretty much. I thought they announced it. I'm gonna go research it tonight, but I think it's been announced. So that fight, we're gonna get that fight. That fight's gonna happen, dog. Yep. Manny Pacquiao will beat Danny Garcia. Yeah, I said that too, Guido. Pool check in the building. What's good, pool check? Tito, you good, my brother? Toby. I saw the fight, Spence, 4-8 windshield. I don't know. I don't think it was that close, Sergio. I don't think it was 4-8. I think it was KO windshield. That windshield had Spence up in the hospital. They had him on the life support. I don't think that one went 12 rounds. What you think, Johnny boy? You think that fight with the windshield went 12 rounds? I think that was a clean knockout. Ah, shit. Let me stop joking about that before I get some hate, some hate over that. Man, you joking about Spence accident? You ain't no true fan. How do you think Earl should fight Danny, D? Oh, I was talking about that earlier, Andre. He's gonna box punish. He's gonna fight him in a combination of the way he fought Mikey and the way he fought Brooke. He's gonna steal the early rounds, and then like in the round, each round by round, Spence gonna come out, put the boxing on Danny Garcia, get up on the points, and then put some heat on his body, come inside, work him down, tear him down slowly in the beginning of the fight. I say he's gonna be leading the fight 3-0, 4-0. That's how they're gonna start the fight off. Then the fight gonna get interesting around round 5. Danny Garcia probably gonna win some rounds, but Spence still gonna be working his body, tearing him down. I see Spence putting him down in like maybe round 9 through 12, not knocking him out, but putting him down once or twice, and then Spence winning the fight on a unanimous decision, maybe 9-3 rounds. But I think Spence is gonna box him box brute like that, Andre. Uh, I don't think he can break Danny. I don't think he can stop him, no, Andre. But I do think that he may be able to put him down, though. I don't think so, Dragon Leg. I don't think that's what we have to see. But Spence ain't been known. Spence has a beard, bro, and he's known to have a beard. And Larte, he was a hard-hitting little African, and when he caught Spence, Spence was actually coming off of a punch, the same way Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez. That's how Larte caught Spence. So one counter punch from Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia ain't no one punch. Who is he knocked out with one punch at 147? He's knocked out no one with one punch at 147. So I can't see him getting one counter punch off and putting Spence away. If Spence loses, where does his career go? Spence Crawford next. Hell no. If he loses to Danny Garcia, why the fuck would he go get beat up by Crawford? I don't know what happens if he loses to Danny Garcia, but it's not over for him. It depends on how he would lose to Danny Garcia. If he lost in like a split or a majority decision, he go back to the gym, he takes some time, he go get his fucking head scanned again. Because, again, I'm not saying it'll be all the accident, but it'll be something that's not right, or possibly not right. If everything is correct after the fight, then he just got beat. He need to go back to the drawing board, work on his skills, but I don't see Spence losing that fight, but I think that he just goes back to the drawing board from here. That's what I think. Pool check said it's been officially announced. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's been officially announced. That fight's on. Yup. Oh, you was asking. I don't know. I thought it have. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out, dog. Nah, he don't. He don't. That's why I said too. He's going to be sitting back, so waiting on counter punches, and that's why he's going to get down on the cards. He's going to get down on the cards, and then once he get down on the cards, then he going to start trying to let his hands go, Andre, right? But he's not a better boxer than Spence. That's why I say he's gonna lose the fight. He's gonna steal some of the mid rounds, like between 5 to 9. That's where Danny's gonna steal some rounds. 5 to 9, he's gonna steal some rounds. He could steal 2 or 3 rounds in between there, but he's gonna lose the rest of them. So that's why I got it 9-3 or better for Spence. You know what I mean? That's how I see that fight going. Guido say, D, what if Errol Spence fight aggressive against Danny Garcia? Would that be a bad idea? No, not necessarily. Just Spence has a decent high guard. We got to understand something. Like, okay, so let's understand this about Danny Garcia too. Danny Garcia's, again, he's not he's a good boxer, but he's not a Lomachenko or Terrence Crawford. Spence has a good high guard. Danny Garcia has that good counter. So if Errol Spence decided to fight aggressive, which Guido he will. That's what I'm saying. Like toward the end of these rounds, the last minute of the round, 42nd, in the beginning of the fight, he's gonna turn it up and he's gonna get aggressive. He's got a good enough high guard to, deflect some of those shots, and he has a great step back. So he'll get away from some of those shots. It's not going to be, I don't think it's a bad idea if he fights aggressive. And you're going to see him fight aggressive at some points in between like rounds, especially the early rounds. He's going to box him and he's going to fight aggressive. Watch what I tell you guys, bro. Watch, that's going to be the game plan. I don't know what they're putting together, but I bet you that's how you're going to beat him. D put Danny down. Spence couldn't put Mikey down, but he put Porter down. See, I just told somebody that earlier, bro. We keep saying that Mikey's story. When are we gonna let that go? If you guys say he couldn't put Mikey down, he was a 135 pounder. But he fought a 147 pounder, an official 147 pounder, a 147 pounder that actually had problems making weight in his previous fight, which means he's a big 147 pounder. He's also a 147 pounder who had never been stopped at 147 or ever in his career. Come on, guys. That's the guy that he got a knockdown on. I don't care. The glove touched the canvas. Sean Porter eyes rolled back behind his head. He missed the shot. It was an official knockdown, bro. Sean Porter is a warrior. He's a soldier, and he has a diamond chin. And we all know that shit. Okay? So, but he put him down. So we got to stop with this. He couldn't put Mikey down because he put Sean Porter down. Now, Toby Bartlett, you tell me this and you be perfectly honest about it. Who is more durable and who is tougher, Toby? Mikey Garcia coming up from 135 or Sean Porter, who has been set at 147 and is big enough for 154? Who's the more durable, tougher guy, Toby Bartlett? Please tell me that. See? And this is what I want people to think about when you keep spitting the whole Mikey, because in the fight after, he made a bigger, stronger, more durable guy with a better chin hit the canvas. Because see, Sean Porter was knocked down at flash knockdown Adrian Broner. People talk about that. Well, Broner put him down. Well, didn't Mikey get put down by a smaller, less of a puncher guy than Broner? Right? So we got to stop with this Mikey Garcia. That has to end. And I think by Errol Spence getting a knockdown on Sean Porter, I think that should end that. Sean Porter was more recent, Toby. What are you talking about? He fought Mikey before Sean Porter. You said Sean Porter, but who was more recent? The Sean Porter fight was his most recent fight, Toby. That's why I said y'all gotta let the Mikey thing go because he didn't put Mikey down. Okay, I get that, and he tried to. From 9 to 12, he turned it up. He tried to put Mikey down. He didn't put Mikey down. I credit some of that to Mikey having the insight to keep his elbows tucked, stay on the move, and get away. You know what I mean? So you got to give Mikey some credit too. Sean Porter wasn't trying to get away. See? So we said, oh, he couldn't put Mikey down. And this was a guy who was visibly on his fucking bicycle. Sean Porter wasn't trying to get away. He was trying to fuck Spence up. And Spence put him down. Still a bigger, more durable guy. And when you say what was more recent, the Porter fight was more recent. It was after the Mikey fight. After he couldn't put this so-called little guy down, he put a bigger guy down. So, like, to me, it should have been Spence silencing those guys that's saying, oh, well, he couldn't put Mikey down. Okay, we're here, guys. Bow, I put him down. How about that? A bigger guy, a bigger, stronger, more durable guy. I put him down. How about that? Can I stop hearing the Mikey thing? But obviously not, because people still talking about Mikey Garcia, even though he put a bigger, stronger guy down. To me, it don't make sense. Like, we gotta let that go. If he drops Porter, who also was known to have durability and a chin at 147, just like Danny Garcia, why can't he drop Danny Garcia? Did Porter drop Danny Garcia? Did Danny drop Porter? See? Nobody asked that. We talk about Mikey, but did those two fought each other? Both of those guys with good chins fought each other. Porter and Danny Garcia. Did they drop each other? No. Danny didn't drop Porter. Porter didn't drop Danny. But Spence dropped Porter. So why can't he drop Danny? He dropped Porter. He dropped Bundu. He dropped Ocampo. He dropped Beretta. He dropped Lamont Peterson. He dropped, see all of these other people he dropped? Oh, but he didn't drop Mikey. Come on, man. We got to let that go. Danny's got a chin, but okay, Ralph, does Sean Porter have a chin, Ralph? Man, sometimes go down promotion. Yeah. Nobody knocked Danny down. Yeah, that's true. You would have to give him some props, Augustin Road, but nobody worked Danny's body either, Augustin Road. That's what I'm telling people. Like, that's how you get knocked down, dog, because nobody's worked Danny's body. So Spence worked that body, he start getting tucked them elbows. Danny's got a chin, but bro, nobody can keep taking punches and punches and punching. Raymond Fuentes. Oh yeah, what's up, Raymond? Danny got a chin. Pool check said everything depends on how right Spence is. Yup. He gets in there, his teeth break. That's all right. Pool check. If they do break, you can see the motherfucker can get new ones. That's funny. Ralph Porter got dropped by AB. Yeah, he got dropped by AB. Algieri? Spence beat the hell out of Algieri. Yeah, he beat the brakes off Algieri. Soccer training club. He said great comment. Why? Because he said true, Toby. What did he say? Robert doesn't have faith with Mikey versus Porter. Oh, yeah. That's a fact. And he actually said that. Robert Garcia said that their team, Peter Eduardo, which is Big Ed, and Robert, they don't want Mikey fighting anyone at 147 but Pacquiao. They say they want him to take the Pacquiao fight, and if he should win, drop back down to 140. They don't feel comfortable with him fighting Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, or Terrence Crawford. They don't want him fighting any. They don't want him fighting at 147, but they said Mikey is dead set on getting a title in a fifth weight division, which is admirable, in my opinion, to Mikey Garcia. And Robert Garcia says, although he feels Pacquiao is extremely dangerous, Pacquiao suits Mikey more because of the height, the reach, and those attributes. He said Pacquiao has built his body into being a 147-pound fighter, but he's not naturally a 147-pound fighter. And Robert Garcia got a point. He's got a point with that. So it's Pacquiao or nothing for Big G, um, Robert, and Peter. But at the end of the day, it's what Mikey wants to do. So Spence TKO Lamont in the eighth round, though. Yeah, if you ask me, Spence got power. I would say yes, but no one. No, fuck now. He don't have one punch power. Got to break you down in order to knock you. Yeah, that's the fact, Sergio. I agree with that, and that's what I think he's gonna do to Danny. He's gonna break that body down, bro. That's what's gonna happen. I think if he could put him down potentially by a body shot. Doesn't have to be. Danny does have a good chin for all you chin sayers, but what if he puts him down to the body? Did any of you guys ever think about that? He put him down, body him. Boom, 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 boom. Danny got a decent left hook. Danny got a great left hook and a great check left hook too. Outstanding check left hook. Soccer Training Club, STC. That's the best weapon. Yep. Remember when Amir Khan got rocked by Fella Fist Algeria? Oh yeah, yeah. Amir Khan. Look, Algeria. Hey, Johnny boy. If Algeria Fist is a fella, then Amir Khan's chin is bubbles. He got his bubble chin got hit by a feather fist puncher. Guido said, right, Mikey Garcia don't belong 147. He need to go back to 140. Yeah, and he got really tough fights there. Josh is tough. He won't fight Ramirez. Regis is tough. Tio, Haney talking about moving up. Haney been calling out Mikey Garcia. I don't know if I would call that a tough fight. I would definitely favor Mikey Garcia over Haney at 140 because Mikey Garcia is proven at 140, 135, 126. And that's better suited for Mikey Garcia. Haney definitely ain't gonna put Mikey down, so I don't know. That would be a pretty good fight. I would favor Mikey Garcia. Mikey looking for the weakest link title, and he does. Yeah, but Manny Pacquiao beat his ass. Like I said, I picked Manny to win that fight. If Manny don't go in there and age, like just age in the ring that night, Manny, I got Manny beats Mikey. Whoever whoever Manny goes in the ring, Manny's getting old. He's coming too close to hanging it up. But I will say this about Manny Pacquiao. I think he's going to do well, probably win, until he goes into the fight and he gets old in that fight. And that's like any given day. And whoever he goes in the ring with in that fight where he gets old in that fight, they're going to beat Manny Pacquiao. That's how it's going to go down. Or he can win, and then just retire. And I hope he just retire. I hope he just retire. And, go out like a soldier. Because going out as a champion, relinquishing the belt, that's perfect for Manny, man. That's a perfect way to end his legacy. That's Mikey's only shot at winning a title. Yeah, right now. Because he ain't getting it from Crawford Spence or, he ain't getting it from Crawford or Spence. Or just wait them out until they move up. Mikey's only 30. He could just wait them out, pull check, until they move up to 54. If he beats Danny, who would be next? Who beats Danny? Spence? It depends on how he beats Danny. If he beats Danny convincingly, shit, he should go for Crawford. He should go for Crawford because I think Crawford and Spence should fight, and then the winner fight Manny Pacquiao. Let Manny Pacquiao get the bye. Let him be the one to sit back. Y'all two fight, and then four belt undisputed against Manny Pacquiao. That way you get four belt undisputed and a legend under your name at the same time. Perfect. And Manny gets a chance to go out 4 belt undisputed, which would be fucking massive for Manny Pacquiao. That would be a tremendous fight, bro. That would be tremendous if it went out that way. So Crawford, he should fight Crawford. And in that interview, those were the three names he gave that he wants to fight: Manny, Crawford, Danny. Those were the three names. Mikey just trying to build his own legacy. I don't think it's about Canelo because he was trying to do that before Canelo beat Kovalev. You know what I mean? Soccer Training Club. Canelo just beat Kovalev. So Canelo just got to full. Mikey been trying to do this. That's what the whole thing about Spence was. You know? So, and he said that he wanted to do that anyway, being 5 divisions. So he was on the road to trying to achieve that before Canelo even beat Kovalev. So I don't think he's doing it to top, because he can't top Canelo. It doesn't matter if he gets the fifth. That's not going to be enough, in my opinion, for him to top Canelo just being a 5 division champion. Canelo's still done more, even as a 4 division champ. You know what I mean? He's still done more. So forget about all that. I hope boxing gods give Mikey fifth division for Challenger Spence. Now Pac beats Thurman, sets up Mikey for the best chance of the fifth division. Yeah, I don't know, T-Tone. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't really have a horse in that race, but I got a tremendous amount of respect for Pacquiao. I don't want to, I don't want to see him lose a fight just to see another guy achieve greatness, because this would be a great win for Pacquiao as well. And Pacquiao deserves a win as well. So I get what you're saying, but I don't really hope Mikey wins. I hope it's a good fight, and I hope the best man win. I think personally that the best man will be Pacquiao. If Mikey can pull it off, that would be great, because I like Mikey Garcia. I don't have anything against Mikey Garcia. So if he could pull it off, that would be great too. But I just want to see a fight. I don't really hope either guy loses. I just hope the best man win in that fight. There's certain fights where I hope guys lose. Like I hope Wilder loses in the Fury trilogy, which he will. But I'm hoping he loses anyway. It's not like I'm rooting against him. I'm not rooting against Mikey or Pacquiao in that fight. How do you think Teofimo matches up against the 140 pounders? Right now, the top guys, he needs some work. Like I wouldn't advise him going in there with shit, not even Hooker really. Hooker, Ramirez, Regis, Josh. I wouldn't advise him going in there. Give him a few fights, but I think he's going to operate pretty fine there. He's bigger. He's been big enough for it. He's having a problem making 135 now, so he's big enough. He's fast enough. He hits hard enough. He's going to be stronger and faster at 140. People understand this. Teofimo is cutting weight, and as a young guy at 22, this is the time you can cut weight, you can work out, you can recover fast. At a young guy, he's having problems making weight at 135. So he is going to be quicker, more fluent, faster, uh, uh, stronger, sharper at 140. And keep that in mind, being that this is the Teofimo that you already have. So it's going to be a hell of an improvement. He's going to be dangerous, but he's still green. Even though he beat Comey, he's still green. And it depends on, too, one more thing, Andre. It depends on how this Lomachenko fight goes. If Lomachenko beats him too badly, then you're talking the mental game there. So what kind of mental state would he go into 140? Because if he gets beaten badly by Lomachenko, I very seriously doubt he fights another fight at 135. And Teofimo's my boy and everything, but I think that the kid and his dad don't want to come out with excuses that Lomachenko only beat him because he's at 135. He's too big for the weight. Because he's been talking about how he's too big for the weight for a minute anyway. Shout out to Ring IQ. He put out something about that. So I think he made a good point. I think that the kid will use that as an excuse. So D, who you want to see Canelo Alvarez fight next? I don't give a shit, bro. Canelo's the man. I don't want to see him beat up any of them. BJS, Caleb Plant. I don't think he beats Bivol. I want him to stay away from that fight. I will tell you that, dog. I don't want him to fight Bivol, Guido. Mikey said he did well in sparring match. I don't know. It's only yeah. Well, whatever. Fuck Mikey. Mikey better hope he do well in a Pacquiao match. D Jeff, you think if Mikey was to win, would he retire or defend the title? I think he'll. I think Mikey will relinquish that title and go back to 140. Because it's good fights. It's good money fights for him down there, too. I don't think he. Like, dog, who's going to unify against Crawford? Spence? Like, nah, bro, he's going to let that belt go. And I would love to see Bob Arum move in there and get that belt, which would be a good chance because I'm pretty sure if Eddie Hearn, let me see. So if Mikey wins the belt, it'll be with the zone because Mikey's over there at the zone, right? So check this out. If Mikey wins the belt, you can pretty much count Spence out of getting the title, getting a shot at that vacant belt because it'll be with the zone. Remember, PBC ain't fucking with the zone. They don't work with the zone. So in this situation, that's actually a good thing, right? So that would give Crawford a shot at that belt. Now Crawford got two belts. Spence got no choice but to fight him. So you got to clean out the division. That'll be the only man to go through. So I think Mikey relinquishes the belt. It may be a good thing. Crawford could get over there and sneak up the belt because I don't give a fuck who goes over there and fights Crawford for that belt. And one of them PBC dummies would be smart to say, fuck you, Al Heyman. I'm going to go fight Crawford for that belt over on the zone because it's going to be paying big money. Well, no, it wouldn't work like that, would it? No, I'm talking crazy. Coming to think about it, because it wouldn't stay with the zone. It'd just be a vacated belt. But even still, I don't think they'll let the PBC get their grubby hands on that belt again. The zone might do something to set up a fight, a bullshit fight, make a paper champion over at the zone. Y'all know what I mean? They'll keep that belt over there somehow. You know how this game works. If Mikey wins by some chance, bet he stays at 147. Nah, he won't stay. If he stays at 147, he will get hurt. Soccer Training Club said, "D.I. enjoyed your approach to taking the Q&A questions, keeping the community involved similar to Spanish YouTuber. No pews, Hugo Boxing. Yeah, shout out to him. I bet you it's a sweet show. If Loma washes him, it's a different story. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying, pull check. Fimo gave you guys a good sparring match. But pros is a whole different animal. Yeah. You think Bivol beats Better Biv? Yep. I picked Bivol in that fight. Great fight. And Better Biv could knock him out, but I think Bivol beats him. D, check your Discord. Laugh my ass off when you get a chance. Okay, I got you, Johnny boy. Box 101. What's up, fam? Donut Shop D Jefferson. Yeah, bro. You know, this was a ride along, and I came home. Now it's a sit down. Raider, what's up, Raider? 1 and 2, fight for the vacant belt. Yeah, right. That's the fight we all want to see. That would be perfect too, because that's undisputed. That would be awesome. Pull check. You think that shit would be that easy though? But that would be sweet. Because none of them own it. So they'll be fighting not only to see who's the best, not only to take each other's belts, but for 4-belt undisputed. Bro, that would be huge. Good call, pull check. Spencer Crawford for the vacant belt. Massive, massive. Excellent. Spence couldn't turn that down. That's what the WBA should do, bro. Damn right, Pull Check. You should send a letter to him. If that belt goes vacant, they should send a letter to Spencer Crawford saying fight for the vacant belt. They should publicize that shit, and then that way, whoever don't come fight for that belt is duck like a motherfucker. Oh man, you know what I mean? What unification fight I want to see? I want to see Canelo go beat up Andre or Charlo. Charlo don't seem like he don't want to take the fight. That's what I really want to see. I would like to see Canelo beat up either one of those guys. I really wanted to see him just get GGG out the way to kill that story, but any of those guys. Because I'm tired of all of the talking, the hoopla. I know Canelo could beat Charlo. I know Canelo could beat Andre. I'm just tired of the hoopla. So that's a unification fight I would actually like to see, bro. Just to get it out the way. You know what I mean? Andre said, "Tell me why you picked Vivol to beat Better Beef." I think that he'll outbox him. I think that he'll outbox him. He has great lateral movement. He'll stay away from those big shots. He'll make Better BF pay. Bivol's got a nice little pop too. He'll work him inside out. He's got great head movement. Not an easy target. Better BF fought a guy named Enrico Colling that gave him a hell of a time, Andre. He's nowhere near the boxer of Better BF, but he had great movement. Vozick gave him a tough time because of great movement. He still knocked Vozick out, but Vozick is not the boxer that Bivol is. Hello, you ready? Oh, okay. It's in my pocket, my bad. So, yeah, that's why. That's why, Andre. I think he outboxes him. Bivol's nice, bro. Oh, I thought I got cut off. I get cut off for a second, but do a little film study on Bivol. He's nice, bro. He's nice as hell. I think he tunes up better. Yeah, keep him confused and such. You know what I mean? Yeah, T-Tone. What you talking about? Raiders, Saludos. You like to see Andre? Hell yeah, I would like to see Andre Charlo. Who wouldn't like to see Andre Charlo? Whoever said they wouldn't like to see Andre Charlo was a damn lie, T-Tone. I think Charlo beats Andre, though, T-Tone, to tell you the truth. I would like to see Andre Charlo because it would finally be relevant fights for both of them. If they fought each other, that would be their most relevant fight. Both of them would be their best fights on their resume. That's the reality of Charlo, and I'm gonna get back into the light here soon, guys. But that's the reality of Charlo and Andre. If they fought each other, if Charlo stopped fucking around and signed the contract, because it's not Demetrius Andre in this situation, it's Charlo. So if Charlo stopped fucking around and signed a contract, and they actually fought each other, then there would be the best fight on each other's resume. That's a fact. You know? So I would love to see that. Would love to see it. All right, we're back in the light, guys. Back in the light. Let me see. Can't see. Can't see. No. Let me see what he say. Guido said David Benavidez versus Plant. Who you got? Benavidez. I think Benavidez put Plant down. Put him down. TKO. John Bevo can fight fail, but I got better BF. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's a close fight. I mean, I don't mind that at all, Johnny boy. Could Bevo stop better BF? Possibly a TKO, but I don't see him knocking him out. But I would say better Bevo wins by decision. I wasn't calling the stoppage, but he could possibly get a TKO, but I wouldn't call that. Check said he got Bevo too. Yeah, I don't mind better BF. They need to make Bevo better be. Yeah, in Russia. Bro, the fight would be rigged. It's too dangerous. Bevo ain't going to Russia to fight. D. Jackson Goldberg got a chair at 154. Patrick Textera. Yeah, I know Textera. That boy, you know how to box and move and got power. Um, he bet Carlos Adames. Yeah, he beat I think you meant to say he beat Carlos Adames. Yeah, I seen that fight. Yeah, yeah, I know about Texiera, Sergio. I seen that Carlos Adames fight too. I actually thought Carlos Adames was gonna win that. Tex looked good in that fight. Yeah, yep, I know about him. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, but this one turned from a ride along to a sit down to a walk upstairs. Yeah, man. Guido said, want to see Jamal Charlo fight Danny Jacobs. I think, yeah, that'd be a good fight. I want to see Jamal Charlo fight anybody relevant, fam. Anybody relevant. They both Russian. What you mean? Because he know he'll be set up. Russian like power, brute force. Better be able to be their favorite. Gotta believe that. Y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports. Let's talk about it. Peace.